I've come to the northeastern corner of Wyoming, nearly in the shadow of Devil's Tower, to hunt Miriam's turkeys. The terrain and the birds here are special, but this is going to be a neat hunt for another reason too. I'm joining Dennis Bruni, the founder of ALPS OutdoorZ, along with his 3 children, Sarah, Adam, and Brian. Over the next few days, we're going to put ALPS turkey gear to the test in the field. We're going to learn a little bit more about the history behind this family-owned company, and hopefully, we're going to put our tags on some Miriam's gobblers. I've got 3 adult children that work with me in our little ALPS business. But until last year, the 4 of us had never hunted together. And I think this environment gives us a pretty good opportunity to have the 4 of us hunt and split up and still be together.
So last year was the first time me and my brothers and him all went together. He said it was basically one of his dreams to have a trip with all of his kids, so we were able to make that come true. And since it was such a fun and successful time, then we wanted to repeat it again this year.
Being all together, yes, we work together, which is also truly special, but getting to be outside the office and getting to hunt together, just a whole different environment.
The time that we get for something like this, I recognize is not something that all families get to experience. So just the time that we're able to spend together is the biggest takeaway, and to me, the whole reason that we come out here. So all the things that we do outside of that to be able to have successful hunts and be able to harvest birds and all that is just kind of like icing on the cake.
It's just a hunt kind of conducive to having more people than just one person. You can experience that with your family. You could take your daughter or your dad out or whatever. If you're walking and calling or in a blind, it doesn't matter. But I don't know if there is anything better to hunt with a family than turkeys.
The original company and our original brand, ALPS Mountaineering, we started 30 years ago, so this is our 30th anniversary. Starting ALPS OutdoorZ about 15 years ago, our mountaineering brand selling season is primarily spring. ALPS OutdoorZ being hunting focused, that gave us a shipping window that was primarily fall, so it really gave us contra-seasonal business, and so that was the real idea behind doing a second brand.
As we were starting to get into hunting products, like the product positioning that we took with camping, we pretty much applied to hunting. And that is to create a very high quality product, but also be able to offer it at a price that's very attractive to the consumer. So people are either getting into the activity for the first time, or maybe if they're even an inexperienced person and kind of learn a little bit about our company and who we are and what we do, I think we've got a lot of different products that will appeal to them. Just that whole combination of quality and price and innovation and true testing of product really gives us a leg up on what a lot of our competitors do.
Having 4 kids in the business is just amazing. And I think anybody who hunts appreciates the extra bonds that you form about the people that you're in camp with. Yeah, it's a really big deal that we continue to build that bond, both as business people, but as a tight family.
We're here in northeast Wyoming, and 2 weeks ago it was full-blown winter here. So the scouting has changed a little bit because the birds are moving from their winter roost to their summer roosts. You just have to kind of get aggressive with them. Our hens are very vocal, our gobblers are very vocal, and our gobblers are very aggressive. Usually when they put a strutter out there, if they see it, they're going to come to it.
We've had challenges this morning trying to get in front of the birds. They're not calling back.
Well, we heard some birds. And we got a lot of wind. I mean, it wouldn't be Wyoming if we didn't have wind, right?
Exactly.
They gobbled pretty good off the roost, but then when they hit the ground, they get with the hens and they just shut up.
Yeah. Ralph got us into a good spot. He spotted them about 50 yards away, and we got into position and didn't have much time to react. It happened pretty quick.
Try to close the edge.
There ended up being other toms with them, and so then we got to watch them all run away too, but it was exciting after a frustrating morning, and it was a very happy ending. I really enjoy the ambush sling pack because I like the way you can cross it over either shoulder. You can wear it on the front, you can wear it on the back, depending on what your scenario is. If you need to crawl and you want your front open, or it's just got a lot of different scenarios that you can use it in, and it's just the right size, the right amount of pockets, not too much that you can't find anything, so that worked really well for me.
20 minutes calling. They've been on the ground for probably 10 minutes. They haven't come yet. What's gonna make them come? And now they hear a gobbler up there. They can't take it. 4 gobblers run in to fight one bird, Pow, got him.
Yes. Good bird. Man, you smashed him.
Oh,
That was awesome. That was awesome. Beautiful bird. Yeah. I love the whitetail tips.
Oh yeah, I know.
It destroyed that bird.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at that TSS, man. That stuff is incredible.
Yep.
Yes,
There
sir.
we go.
There he is, man. Number 2 of the morning.
Awesome.
What a morning in Wyoming. Sometimes things work out perfectly, and this morning was one of those times.
We woke up at 3 a.m. again to get out here nice and early because it's been so warm that once they get to the ground and it warms up, they just quit talking. So we got out here, set up, and as soon as we sat down, they started sounding off. I mean, gobbles all around. We were saying earlier, I for sure have never heard that many gobbles before in my life. And then we heard them fly down, and at first they started going the other way. But as soon as Eric hit that gobbler call, they turned around and they came straight into the decoy. So there was 4 that came in, and I picked out the one just to make sure that I didn't shoot more than one. And then after that, then Adam was able to get around us, and he was able to get his too. So
I figured, might as well try to double up. We had talked about it on the way out here this morning, that if we had the chance, we would try for a double. So I crawled up maybe 20 yards and had a wide open shot at the one bird in the field, and just that TSS number 9 load just stoned him dead right there in the field. So 2 birds down, and it wasn't even 6 o'clock. It's so neat to be out here in Wyoming with Adam Bruni from ALPS and the whole ALPS family. Neat to see that family interact, hunt together, test product together. But I mean, really the cherry on top of it all is to be able to double up with Adam like we did this morning. I mean, that doesn't happen very often in a turkey hunt, but to be able to do it, the folks that you're gonna come out here and spend a week with, to be able to have a double, a hunt work out the way it did this morning is incredible.
after putting in a lot of miles, a lot of work yesterday, it was pretty rewarding to get up and have it come to fruition today. So this new vest is a playoff of our current Impact vest. It's a stadium style seat, so lightweight, and then it's got the pockets, room for all your call pockets. It's got thermocell pocket, box call, pot calls. And then another cool feature that it has is you can detach one of the main pockets if you want to do like a final stalk or run and gun type of thing at the very end after you've already sat comfortably. If you got to get up for any reason, then you can just take that one pocket and leave the vest behind and just run that almost like our ambush sling pack.
This is the 3rd day of our hunt and was skunked the first 2 days. When we first set up this morning, didn't see anything there. They were decided to head basically the opposite direction of where we ended up being positioned. So packed up there, kind of drove around a little bit, and were looking for, listening and hoping that we were going to run into something.
Another exciting day of running and gunning in Wyoming. This style of hunting is perfect for a long spur deluxe setup like I'm wearing today. Here's why. It gives you plenty of pockets for everything you need. Big water bottle pocket and a lumbar pack so you can store your lunch if you're not going to make it back to the truck. The other thing I really like about it is it's open in the front, so you've got lots of space for your bino harness. ALPS makes one Vantage bino harness that fits perfectly with this vest. So you've got everything you need right here, and it's not going to weigh you down. It's also a lot cooler than a full vest style setup.
I probably only saw him for 4 or 5 seconds. I don't think he even stuck his head up before I shot, but then he stuck his neck way up. Yeah. And I don't know, because I think probably from right here, yeah, because he came up for me right behind this big tree. Then he barely inched this way, which is I think why he stuck his head up, because then he could see the decoy, and then I shot. It seems like there's a lot of birds around here. It seems like the guides are good and know the country and know how to call well. So even though in any situation up to this point, I didn't have a position or wasn't in a position to pull the trigger, I was confident that there's enough birds around that we were going to get on one. And I sure didn't want to be the only one going home without. I've got our Vantage vinyl harness here. I used that quite a bit during this trip as we were just trying to look for birds. And yesterday is probably when I used it the most, as we were just hearing birds and trying to find them, get the binos out and being able to spot the birds and stuff like that and put them back in quietly. Just having everything really accessible, like, just keeps things handy, keeps you organized and ready to go. It's really enjoyable to be able to do this as a family, and seeing that I think my sister got the first one on the first morning, and then yesterday my dad and my brother got theirs. So for me to be able to close the deal and complete it so that everybody got to go home with one is pretty special, because truthfully, like, I don't hunt all that much. I'm probably, I enjoy doing it when asked, for sure. So it's nice to be able to come out here and be able to be in these kind of surroundings and stuff and enjoy nature and be able to harvest a bird.
We just had an incredible 3 days with Trophy Ridge Outfitters. To share the excitement of going after gobblers with the Brunies and to be along as the family tagged up right up to the last day has made this a great turkey camp. All 5 of us are going home with long beards, but more importantly, we're going home with memories that are going to last for many seasons to come.